everybody, Lisa here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Tarot de Marseille on Earth, our exploration of Tom Benjamin's book, Tarot on Earth, and learning the Marseille system. So I am not teaching this, I am just learning it and bringing you all along with me for the ride. So as a reminder, I'm going to just pull up my notes on my tablet, but as a reminder, last week we were working on this past week, we've been working on just sort of sitting with our meanings that we came up with. So I just want to make sure my notes are open. I should have been more prepared for this video, but y'all should know by now that I am not good at being prepared. Okay, there we go. All right, so last week, just sitting with our distilled meanings and having some time to refine them, make sure that we're comfortable with them, and just sort of wrap up chapter 1. So I know we spent a few weeks on lesson 1, but it was a hefty one, and I just wanted to share where I ended up. So I've printed off my personal notes with my list of meanings on it. And so, I mean, you're more than welcome to pause the video if you're so keen, but I thought I would share them with you. So this is the meanings that I came up with, and I don't want to share this to influence your meanings. I used, I think 8 sources by the time all was said and done, and I'm still kind of tempted to play with them, but this is where I'm comfortable sitting with them for this week. So for the one, my primary keyword is beginning. Other keywords are seed, point, power, undiluted core of the suit, potential, and then elusive, intangible, and vague. I know I have a lot of keywords. I think I might be refining it more, but we'll see. For the number 2, I have pairing as my main keyword, and then choice, balance, coming together, primal growth, closing the void, the dance, imbalance, opposition, indecision, and hesitation. For 3, my primary keyword is growing, and then I have triangle, growth, expansion, finding your stride, manifestation, form, gather, and synthesis. 4, I have the primary keyword, and I've picked a primary because I want one to sort of be my root, and then everything else to sort of be fleshed out from that place. So number 4, I have stabilizing. And then I have foundation, square, stability, structure, resting, present moment, holding space, boundaries, recharge, security, authority, overanalysis, stagnation, clinging, and limitation. Now, I mean, I have a lot for 4, but to be fair, when I started working on these, I was also working on the Emperor card in my Tarot Memoir series, so that might have influenced that a little bit. Number 5, disrupting. Time, so the 5th dimension. Challenge, adversity, conflict, disruption, shake-up, fluctuation, and crisis. 6, my main one is rebalancing, a rhythm, peace, harmony after difficulty, redemption, healing, union, reunion, compassion. I have reunion and compassion twice for some reason. I'll fix that. 7 is imagining, reflection, conviction, spiritual courage, triumph. I feel like triumph needs to be in 6, but we'll look at that later. Faith, standing sacred ground, cowardice, blinders, not learning from the past. 8, I have reorganizing, commitment, order, evolution, rebirth, progress, assimilating our emotions and experience, capability, change of mind or status, lack of self-trust, and greater structure. Greater structure, yeah. 9, I have integrating, so final push, forward motion, burgeoning, maturing, awareness, subconscious feelings, fruition, fulfillment. And for 10, I have transition, which was not the final keyword I thought I would end up with, but it makes perfect sense to me after sitting with the numbers for a while. Completion of cycle and beginning of new. And this is partly influenced also by Brian Cormac Carr's Tarot to the Nines, which really gave me a lot to chew on, but I loved the idea that 1 plus 0 equals 1. So 10 is both 10 and also 1, and so you have this idea that it's both the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new cycle, which was really an exciting revelation for me because it's not necessarily how I viewed the 10s in the past. And pinnacle of success or tribulation. So that is what I came up with as the meanings that I'm sitting with for now. So I would love to hear if you want to share in the Supportive Tarot Facebook group or in the Tarot on Earth study group. If you want to share what your numbers and keywords that you want to sit with or that you've been sitting with are, that would be awesome because I'd love to get more perspective. But for some of us, this is going to be a really personal journey and you might not want to share, and that's totally fine too. So you can share in the comments below if you're into sharing. You can just tell us maybe a couple key aha moments that you've had. Either way, I would love to interact and see kind of how you are after sitting with your distillations and kind of refining and getting more comfortable with them over the past week. So I'd love to hear your experiences so far with the rest of lesson 1. Moving into lesson number 2 for this coming week. Sorry, I'm just going to pull my notes up again. I'm sorry, I'm the worst. Where did it go? Here we go. Perfect. So our homework for next week is to read lesson 2, Light and Shadow. And that's the whole of the lesson. Or no, wait. Are we reading the whole thing? Yeah, we're reading the whole lesson. It's not very much, actually. It's only pages 37 to page 45. And to complete activity 2.1, which is to take our distillations and break them up into their neutral, which is under number in distillation, here in the number in distillation column. It's light, the light keywords, and then the shadow keywords is the core of this particular lesson. So breaking it down even a little bit further, and perhaps through this process some further refining. So that is what we're going to be working on this week. I am really looking forward to hearing how you guys do with this. I think I've kind of done a little bit of this already. When I was making keywords, I noticed that in some of the numbers, I definitely had some light and some shadow, but definitely not in all of them. So I'm going to have to think about some of the cards that I tend to view mostly in light or mostly in shadow and see if I can piece that apart a little bit and untangle it. And I will definitely let you guys know how I do with that. But that is our homework for this week. I really look forward to touching base with you again next week and seeing how we are all doing. Feel free to check in the Supportive Tarot Facebook group in between if you would like. We can chit-chat about where we're at, or we can just chit-chat in the comments down below. I'm always good with that. I hope you have a really awesome end of your week and weekend, and I will talk to you all again very soon.